Yeah, so we've got she's received a threat from someone came and hand delivered a document like looks to me like a false notice of eviction. And so we tried to correspond with the people involved, and it's it's got a name on there. It says Mr. Eric Roe, R-O-E, says the authorized person.
Okay.
So we checked on the bailiff register.
Hello, yes.
Yeah, sorry. Are you hearing me okay?
Yes, sorry, deliver the
Okay, sorry.
with.
I'm talking slow so you can hear me properly. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, we checked this person's name and it's not on the bailiff register, Eric A. Rowe. And then it says he's from a company called Wilson and Roe and High Court Enforcement.
Okay.
So we checked the company's house records and there is no company by that name. There's a website, but it's not a legal entity.
Okay.
And then I did a bit of digging into it, and they don't have a registered address or on their website. And then we looked at the companies. There's a company number without an address on the website, which is against company law. So we checked the number that's on the website, and it leads to a company called Cerberus HCE Ltd. A company called Cerberus, Cerberus,
Yeah.
HCE Ltd. And then when we dig down into that company, that's owned by a company called Cerberus Holdings Limited.
So T-E-R.
Cerberus, Cerberus. Yeah. Yeah. Cerberus. So Cerberus Holdings in bracket, Holdings bracket, and then Cerberus HCE Holdings Limited, who owns the other Cerberus. And they are coming up as a dormant company. So we've had other people come to us because we run a campaign called ScambusterTV. So we have other people come up to us, and we got quite a few victims, and the Central London. So we spoke to a gentleman. We had correspondence called Mr. Miller, and he says Mr. Rowe, whose name is on the document, is not the authorized person. He said there is somebody called what's his name? Ashley Naylor, Naylor. But that name is not on any documentation anywhere.
Okay.
So this notice of eviction is not any, it's just a Word document. It's not sealed, it's not signed by anybody. It's just like it could have come from anywhere. We had a leaflet through some time ago from the council saying, beware of bogus callers. And we kept the leaflet. So what happens, she's in a legitimate dispute with someone on the matter, who claimed to be, what do you call these people? Trustees or something, receivers.
Right.
So she challenged it with the court, and she got a letter from the court confirming that the proceedings have been discontinued. That's from the Bromley County Court. So we've been corresponding with this Mr. Miller, and Mr. Miller says, like, it doesn't matter what we say, they're going to come and evict her 8:30 in the morning. Yeah?
Yeah.
Mr. Naylor, and Mr. Naylor's name doesn't appear anywhere, and Mr. Naylor has complaints from other people with the Central London County Court, and they're investigating it at the moment.
Yeah.
So we have at least more than half a dozen people, including a gentleman called Trevor Melam, who was physically attacked by Mr. Naylor and his.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Service for
Yeah.
Bromley. I was expressing this would be the
Right.
entity that's received this letter, that you have obviously done a lot of legwork to research
Thank you.
the letter itself, and obviously you have the qualifications there to detect that these things are bogus, as you've already advised.
Yeah.
In terms of evictions and this sort of thing, the best thing to do would be to speak with the main office and for them to be able to disregard this letter and give you more advice, because unfortunately there's no out of hours service that I would be able to assist with here, Anthony. I'm sorry.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah.
I think you to call back tomorrow. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Right.
That this isn't something that we can assist with. But also I don't need to go into too much detail with me, because you would need to sort of repeat it again with the main office tomorrow when they do reopen.
I understand. What time do you open?
So they'll be back in the morning at 9 a.m.
Okay, so we have a little problem here, yeah? Before I forget, can I just ask your name for reference?
Yeah, my name's Ashley.
Mm-hmm. Ashley, is that your first name?
Please.
And what's your last name?
Just Ashley. There's only me here. Ashley.
Have you got a staff number?
No, I don't have a staff number. We're a different service to Bromley Council.
Oh.
It's not. Yeah, it's the out of hours service now. That's why I'm saying I'm not connected with Bromley in that respect. I actually work remotely. I'm in Sheffield, so I answer the calls on behalf of Bromley Council when they are closed, and then
right.
Return. So essentially, how we would operate is if there are emergencies, we can send someone to the area. Then we can do that. Obviously, like street services and stuff like that, or anything to do with social care, emergencies of that nature. But ultimately, we would sort of act as like a messaging service, if you like.
Right.
They reopen tomorrow, so that's why I'm saying I won't need to go into too much detail.
Okay.
Because it's not something that I'd be able to assist with.
So which department are you in, Ashley? The out of hours department. Is there any reason you can't give me your name? Because you asked my name.
For the records, but I've not saved it. So probably we would ask for first name and surname of who's reporting something, especially with the council. Like I say, we deal a lot with calls with like social services and staff members that call up, so we would need to
okay, so you work for the out of hours, and you suggest I contact the main office, yeah?
Yes, Anthony, because you
okay. But
They
don't
would have started listening to, and it would have advised you on the out of hours emergency line that it was an emergency line that you were calling about an emergency relating maybe to someone that is vulnerable, etc., or anything other than that. So it does specify when you do call through that it is emergencies only that we can really.
And you don't think this is an emergency?
That isn't.
No. It's not a letter. It's not a letter, Ashley. Forgive me. They're saying they're coming to her house at 8:30 in the morning. Yeah?
If you're concerned that there's going to be any threat or anyone that
violence, What do you mean?
We would then use police because
okay.
if you're the property and you're feeling threatened, I would call it through to the police definitely, because again, there's no one that I can send out.
Yeah.
It's 9 o'clock at night. We don't know who's on the other end of that threat, as you would describe it. So to protect the person that you're calling on behalf of, I would definitely report it to the police if you have that concern that someone may be a risk.
Well, yeah, because I tell you what, it happened before to her in the past, yeah? And they gave her a document called the N49 as a warrant, and the N49 document is not a court document at all. It's on a website. It's on the internet on a website where you can download it. It's not a court document, so it's just that they rely on the fact that people don't know. You understand? And now she's feeling very. Just imagine, Ashley, you up there in Sheffield, yeah? Someone said to you and repeated many times that they're coming at 8:30 to throw you out. That I would consider that an emergency, would you? Yeah? Yeah. All right. I hear what you said. And I'm very busy. I want to go to my bed. But can you give me a reference for this call? Just because we don't have your name or anything.
Yeah, I've not logged a call reference.
Oh.
As I advised, you'd have to call back and speak with Bromley tomorrow.
But Bromley opens at 9. They're saying they're coming before office hours. Yeah.
You're very busy. I don't want to take up much more of your time than the 13 minutes.
You're very kind.
But what I would say is, because of the concern that you're raising to me about this happened before, you're worried for someone's safety.
Yeah.
You'd call through to the out of hours council department. I'm not too sure what you would expect the outcome to be to prevent anything happening or any harm coming to somebody. But because you're saying there's been a threat, you would need to call through to the police.
No, that's fine. We're happy to do it. But I was under the understanding that the council has a statutory duty in the field of illegal eviction. I mean, your Angela Rayner made a big hoo-ha in her resignation statement about that.
The main office, because it's the out of hours.
Yeah. But can you see that is probably the very reason why they say 8:30, because they probably know the system better than us, that you won't be able to access the local authority for help in that time. But like you said, I would really appreciate if you either give me your full name or a reference number for the call, because I need to use it as a reference point.
Executive supervisor for Bromley out of hours. So if you were speaking to one of my operatives, I would always tell them not to give their surname out, because it's not actually a staff requirement of ours.
Okay.
We just give our name. I can guarantee you I am the only Ashley here.
I spoke to Enfield Council last week, and the lady said the same thing. I'm Ashley. Maybe you're the same person. I don't know. Yeah. All right. But can I mention that Ashley from Bromley Council Emergency directed me to? Yeah. All right.
I'm worried someone is at risk of harm to call the police, and I've advised you to speak with Bromley Council tomorrow about this matter. All
right. Thank you very much, Ashley. I really appreciate your time. Yeah. All right. I hope so. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Bye.
Take care.
Sorry, I had you on mute. Sorry. How is that, Ash? I'm calling you Ashley. Vanessa, how is that?
Yeah, I mean, I like the strategy that you use, but again, they've got
Uh-huh.
this thing synchronized in times of timing. The council opens at 9.
Yeah.
They make sure that the eviction starts before.
Yeah. But she told us to go to the police, so we go to the police.
Mhm.
Now the police can't say it's a civil matter.
And that's what they're
Uh,
going to say.
no, because we've been referred by the council. They can't say that now.
Oh, okay, right.
You
And you got your
understand? It's a
court, and you got
referral.
your, yeah,
It's a
name.
referral.
Okay.
Yeah. And do
And
you
then
see
you
what
got the
she's
call log.
saying?
You've got the
What
call log.
she's saying, they're on the out of office emergency, and she said we don't keep logs or records.
Mhm.
Can you see?
Yeah, yeah.
So the criminals are freedom. There will be no record of it. God bless
Mhm.
Zoom.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
All right, let me pause and see what we do.